friends. I hope you are all doing well. Hope you're staying healthy and active while you're at home. So while we can't be in class together right now, there are some exercises that you can be doing at home to help keep your body strong and make sure that you're still working on your dance technique. So I'm going to give you some conditioning exercises today, and these exercises work on the muscles that you use as a dancer in class. Right, so this video workout is going to be a little bit shorter for our younger students. However, it can also be used by our upper level students if you need just a shorter workout one day, or you can add this on to your ballet technique class. So if you are a younger dancer, I do need to want you to make sure that you have an adult with you to do this video so they can make sure that you are doing the exercises correctly and safely for your body. All right, so for the class, you're going to need a TheraBand or a workout band. If you don't have one of these, you can order them to be delivered to your house. Amazon has them, I think Walmart and probably Target. Any of these sports, online sports stores would have these bands. You want to make sure when you get one that it's a wider band and not a skinny band, because you'll need this to go around your toes. So you'll also need a sturdy piece of furniture that you can, for one of the exercises, we're going to tie it to the furniture and we're going to tie the other end to our ankle. So it needs to be something that's heavy, so when you pull on it, you're not going to pull it over or pull it towards you. Okay, and then you'll probably want a chair to hold on for balance for a couple of things. So we're going to get started down on the floor. And I'm going to face away from you for the first one. All right, because we're going to have our leg up in the air. And when we do this exercise, we're going to start flexed. We're going to go to a demi-point position and then a full point position and then come back to the demi-point. It's very important that we hit this strong demi-point every time. And when you put the band on, you need to make sure that it covers your toes. Okay, because part of what's strengthening your foot is the toes in the band. So if you just have it around the arch, it's not going to do anything for you and it's going to flip off. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs, both knees bent. Okay, we're going to take the right leg up. Remember, we got to get this band around those toes. Okay, we're going to start in a flexed position. Using your abdominals, make sure you're not arching your back. And we're going to go to demi-point and full point, demi-point and flex, demi-point, full point, demi-point. We're going to do this 8 times. Demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex, demi-point, full point, demi-point. We have 4 more. Demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex. Make sure you keep your toes nice and long, stretch and reach, demi-point, flex. 2 more, demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex. Last one, demi-point, full point, demi-point. Now hold it up there in the flex, just stretch that calf out a little bit. Okay, after you worked those muscles. Okay, now we're going to point the foot, okay, and have the band around it, and you're just going to sickle that foot in. So let the toes come in, and we're going to get a good stretch right there along the side. Okay, make sure your abdominals are still working. Hold it just a couple more counts, and let's put it down. Okay, left leg. Let's get the band around the toes. Get foot up there in a flex position. Here we go. And demi-point. Full point, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, full point. You've done half of them. Here we go. And demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex, demi-point, full point, demi-point, flex, demi-point, full point, demi-point. Here's our last one. And demi-point, full point, demi point, hold the flex. Let's hold that stretch. Keep the abdominals pressing down. Okay, now make sure it's around your foot a little bit and let the toes come in, stretch up along the side. Don't pull too hard, but just stretching up the side there. All right, let's take it down. We're gonna sit up for the next one, okay? So, you're gonna have the right leg out and bend the left leg, foot maybe about your calf. Just try to keep your hips level. Okay, put it around your toes. Let me show you first. This time we're gonna go to demi point, full point, reaching those toes. Now we're just gonna come back to demi and full and demi. So we're just working with the toes here. You're not gonna flex the ankle back. Okay, while we do this, I need you to make sure that you're using your abdominals. So you're sitting tall and your neck is long, okay? So we don't wanna shrink down. Here we go. Demi point and full point. Demi point, full point. Demi point, full point. I'm losing my band. Demi point and full point. Keep going. 4 more. Full point. Are you still sitting tall using your abdominals? Point. Demi and point. Make sure you're moving smoothly through. Hold the point, reach those toes, and flex it back. Let it stretch out a little bit. Okay, we're still sitting up tall. Don't lose that length in your back. All right, let's change it. I'm gonna see if I can get it over my big toe a little bit better this time. Okay, here we go. We're in a fully flexed position. We're sitting up. Make sure you move through smoothly. Demi point, full point. Don't let the toes snap back. Keep it smooth. And demi point, full point. How much control can you have? And demi point, full point. Is your neck still long and your shoulders are relaxed? And demi point, full point. Last one. Reach and hold that point. Reach those toes and flex it back. Hold the stretch. Okay, so during this video, you can feel free to pause and redo any of those exercises you want. You can do 2 or 3 sets, depending on how strong you are right now. Okay, we're gonna tie the band right into a circle. You know, not too big, but definitely not tiny. All right, you wanna make sure it's got a good, strong knot in it so it doesn't come out on you. I've done that before. Okay. So, we're going to put this around your feet, okay? So if you can stretch the band out, it's always a little more comfortable that way instead of all wadded up. But okay, so we're going to work on our rotators, our turnout. So you're going to be flexed. Feet are flexed and we have to sit tall here. Okay, and you want a little bit of tension in your band. You don't ever want it to be loose. Okay, and what we're going to do, it's like we're standing parallel second. We're going to turn out into a turned out second position and then come back to parallel. We're going to do it 8 times. Here we go. And turn out 1, back to parallel, and 2, parallel, and 3. Are you still sitting tall? And 4, parallel. Keep that tension in the band. 5, parallel, and 6, parallel, and 7, parallel. Last one, 8, parallel. Okay, just stretch forward a little bit to kind of relax the legs, wiggle it out. Okay, up we go. Now, we're going to do the inner thighs here. So we're going to put it around the ankles. Okay. And we're going to lay down on our backs. Now, while you do this one, you must keep the abdominals working, pressing down into the spine and hands down, okay? So we're not arching the back. So you've also got to keep your legs turned out. So we're working the inner thighs. If you are parallel, you're going to be working the quads. We're working on inner thighs here. Okay, we're going to do 8 lifts up. Starting with the right leg, we lift 1. Release. And 2. Remember to keep tension in your band. Never let it go loose. 4. And 5. Keep using those abdominals, pressing down. 7, one more, 8, switch legs, and 1. Stay turned out. 2, 3, abdominals are pressing down, and 5. Keep the band tight. 2 more, 7, last one, 8, release. Okay, we can come up, just stretch forward a little bit. Okay, next, now we're going to do the hamstrings. Now remember, you can just pause this video at any time because you can do 2 to 3 sets of each of these exercises on your time, depending on how much strength you have. Okay, so I'm going to face away from you when we do the exercise here, so you can see how I'm setting up. So you're going to put your right foot, put the arch around, or the band around your arch. Flex the left foot so you have a stable base there. Okay, you're going to lay your head down and we're going to pull towards your bottom, remembering to keep tension in the band. And pull. 1 and 2. Really squeeze. 3, 4, 5. Keep the movement smooth. 6, 7, and 8. Let's switch. So put the band around your left foot, right ankle, flex that right foot, and here we go. Squeeze. 1 and 2, 3, really pull it in. 4, 5, keep the movement nice and smooth. 2 more, 7 and 8. Okay, so you can pause and repeat if you want. So now we're going to stand up. Keep the band tied in a circle. Now this is where you're going to need a chair to hold on to or a countertop, something stable. So let's put this band back around our ankles. Okay. You may want to face your countertop. I'm going to face you just so I can talk to you a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to work the side of the leg here. So now we are parallel. We were turned out when we lifted front for the inner thighs. Now that we're working the outsides, we want to stay parallel. Okay, and remember not to let the band go loose. Keep it tight. Okay, you're going to stand onto your left foot, okay, and lift the right slightly. And we're just going to lift to the side 8 times, keeping the abdominals strong, holding on that standing leg. Use that bottom. 1, release, and 2, 3, 4. Are you using the abdominals still? 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8, and step down. Okay, let's shift the weight over into your right foot and lift the left leg. Lift the abdominals, squeeze the bottom. Here we go. 1, release. 2, release. 3, 4, stand tall. 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8, and down. Okay, now this is where we need to untie the band. Okay, we're going to do the inner thighs again, but this one's a standing exercise. Okay, so get it all untied. Now we're going to tie it to that stable piece of furniture we have. So I'm going to go onto this piece right here, down around the foot. Want it low to the floor. Make sure that it's tied nice and strongly. Okay, you don't want it to come flipping off. Okay, now we're going to tie the other side to your ankle. All right, once again, nice firm knot there so it doesn't come flipping off. All right, you'll want to hold on probably to a chair here. I don't have my chair with me, so I'm going to go without. and hopefully stay on balance here. So we're going to start a tendu with tension in the band, no loose band here, right? Foot is pointed, turn out on that standing leg. Abdominals lifted, you've got to stand like you are at the bar in ballet, and this must move very smoothly. We're going to come in, okay, and slowly out. Nothing sudden. Squeeze, slow, release, slow. Squeeze, slow, release, slow. Squeeze in, slide it back out, keep the bottom working. Okay, we have 2 more. 7, slide it out, and 8, slide it out. Okay, now we're going to take it off of that ankle. So don't untie it, just slide it off and slide it onto your other foot. Okay, so I'm going to have to space backwards this time. All right, starting with tension in the band. Foot pointed, high on that standing leg, turned out, abdominals tight, and here we go, squeeze 1. Nice and slow, smoothly out, and 2. Slide it back out. Make sure you're using the feet on the floor just like you do in your tendus, right? Slide it in, brush it out. 4 more, 5. Brush out smoothly, 6. Tendu, and 7. Out we go, last 1. Squeeze, out we go. Okay. Gives a good workout for those turnout muscles. All right, so let's untie it from the furniture. Well, I did get my knot nice and tight. Okay. May not get this untied today. Here we go. All right. Off of the leg here. Okay, so we're going to do, actually stay on the floor. We're going to do the backs now. If you have something that you can hook your feet under, or if you have your parent there with you, hopefully if you're a younger student, they can hold your feet. Or if they're doing it with you, you can take turns with each other. But we're going to do the arches on your stomach like we do in class. I'm going to try to hook my feet under this. We'll see if this works. Okay. And arms are out in front. Okay, we're going to do 8 arches. We go 1 and down, and 2 and down. Pull the band as you come up. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. Last one. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down, 1. All right, we'll probably want to repeat those. So, we're going to be up on our feet now. We're going to stretch everything out that we've just worked. So, let's start with the calves, right? So, let's do our calf stretch. Feet parallel, bend into the front leg, and let that back leg go back. Nice and straight. Lengthen the back of that leg so you get a good stretch in your calf. Let's hold it there for a few counts. Now we're going to bend the back knee, but keep your weight forward. We're just going to bend, so we move the stretch a little farther down the leg and into that Achilles tendon. This one should feel good. Okay, so we're going to stand up straight. Now we're going to stretch the front here. So put the tops of your toes on the floor behind you. Stand tall and gently, we're going to press very gently. Do not press hard, and really straighten that leg. And if you push just a little bit into the floor, you'll get a stretch along the front of the foot. Okay, let's switch sides. So, parallel feet, weight into the front leg, press that back heel down. Make sure you're still using your abdominals while we stretch standing. Nice big stretch for the calf. Okay, we're going to change the stretch a little bit by bending the back leg. Okay, and it'll go a little lower. Hold that for a few more counts. Okay, we're going to stand up, place the tops of the toes on the floor, stand tall, and really straighten the back of that leg while pressing gently down with the top of the foot. Okay, good. Now, let's go ahead and stretch their bottoms. Okay, so we're going to lay down, bend both knees, cross the right leg over, flex that foot, reach through your hole. We're doing the figure 4 stretch. Grab behind your leg, right on the hamstring. Okay, keep the feet flexed and pull in towards your chest. So we're going to hold it here. Should feel a good stretch in the hip and the bottom. And if you need or want more of a stretch, this elbow here against the leg, you can press into that leg to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. But only do that if you feel good in that initial stretch. We don't want to force it. Okay, let's switch. Other leg on top. Feet are flexed. Reach through the hole with one hand, outside with the other, behind the leg, and pull in. This is one of my favorite stretches. Okay, so if this feels good and you want a little bit more, you can push your elbow into that leg. Okay, let's release those down and grab your band. We'll do a stretch for the hamstrings, okay, on our backs. We're going to stretch the hamstrings, right? So we're going to bend both knees, right? Put it around your right ankle, okay, and stretch the leg up. If you are really flexible and want to straighten this bottom leg, you can do so, or you can leave it bent. Okay, so we're going to be pulling in towards your nose. Keep the back of that leg nice and long. Press the abdominals into your spine, down towards the floor. Okay, if this feels good, you can flex your foot and increase that stretch. Hold it for a few more beats. Okay, we're going to take the band around the foot, straighten the leg, point the foot, okay, pull the band across and let that foot sickle into like a banana foot that we don't want to use in ballet class, right? But we're going to stretch the outside here of that ankle. Remember not to pull too hard, just a gentle stretch. Okay, we're going to release that leg. Take the left leg, put it around your ankle, bent leg or straight. Lengthen and pull towards your nose. Abdominals pressing down. Okay, make sure that you keep breathing. Don't hold your breath when you're stretching. Okay, you can flex your foot if you feel like you want it. If you're having to hold your breath when you're stretching, you're pushing too hard. Okay? Keep the back of that leg nice and straight. Okay, we'll put the band around your foot, point the foot, pull the band across, and sickle that foot. Hold this stretch for just a little bit, not pulling too hard. come up and we'll stretch both hamstrings at the same time. Okay, so we're going to sit high on those sit bones, lengthen the spine, so lift your chest, and we're going to bend forward from the hips, okay? We're not just going to drop the head down, okay? Bend forward from the hips. You can inch your hands forward, down your legs. Just find where you are comfortable in your stretch, okay? Once you get there, then you can release the head if you want. You don't have to reach your feet. You can be wherever your body takes you, but keep those knees straight. Okay, we'll hold it here for a little bit. Okay, if you feel good, okay there, we can bend or flex the feet. You can flex and grab the feet, or you can leave your hands on your legs, your choice, okay? If you want deeper stretch, you can bend your elbows just a little bit, but don't force it. Okay, let's relax out of that stretch, and we'll open the legs into second and do our final stretch for the inner thighs. Okay, same thing as we did for the hamstrings. Sit tall and let's bend forward from the waist, from the hips. Okay, you can slowly inch those hands forward. When you get there, then you can relax and let the head down. You can put your elbows down if you want. But we need to keep those knees pointing to the ceiling. Don't roll in. Okay, just holding here. You keep those feet pointed. A few more counts in this stretch. Okay, and let's walk it back up. All right. Good job, dancers. I'm glad you joined me today for a little conditioning class. And remember, you can repeat any of those exercises. You can pause, or you can go straight through one time and then start it back over and straight through again. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day.